Here today, we have our lovely Cami, who is going to walk us through a couple of different scenarios that we might be facing at any given point, especially with the holidays. All right, Cami, let's show us what you got first.
Okay, so I'm just going to walk everybody through how to properly do a drug screen. This red binder that we keep in the drug screen drawer, which is the drawer that is marked drug screens on the filing cabinet. In this folder are the drug screen forms. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that our resident has their portion filled out. So they will fill out the client name and they will sign it. The staff member that's conducting the screen will put their name here. Any medications that the resident is taken will go in this spot. The reason for the screen, the date of the screen, the time of the screen. This portion you're going to leave blank until after the screen is read. The client will sign here for any court or legal situations they may need the screen for. And then the staff member that's conducting the screen will sign here. This portion will be left open until the screen is read, and the same with these two spots. The bottom spot is just if the screen's getting paid for, if the fee needs added to service fees or they're paying at the time, etc. After that part is done, you need to make sure that the resident sees that it is a brand new screen, that it is still sealed. And then you will ask the resident to go ahead and make sure they don't have anything in their pockets. If they do, then it can just be taken out and put on the desk so that staff is aware of that. Then you can take them into the bathroom. You can open the screen in front of them. They will take the cup out of the bag. They will then sit down and urinate into the cup. You do need to make sure that you're standing in the door just so you can make sure they're not interfering with the screen. We need at least, I believe it's 30 mils in the cup. Yes, 30 mils in the cup. They'll hand the cup to you. You can read the screen at 5 minutes, but you can usually see the results before that, usually after 2. So I say between 2 and 5. Then you go ahead and peel the label off. In this plastic bag that is also in the drawer is going to have the step-by-step instructions on here. And then also this color chart that will show you the pH, specific gravity, etc. So you can match the colors onto the cup. And this will tell you if it's been tampered with, if it's a dilute screen, etc. So you'll take the label off of your cup and then you will read the screen. This flyer in here also has all of the what we test for. Ours is the 12 panel, so it tests for amphetamines, barbiturates, benzos, marijuana, cocaine, methadone, buprenorphine, methamphetamine, ecstasy, opiates, oxycodone, PCP, and proproxafine. And those are all marked on the side of the thing. A positive screen is going to be one line. If it has one line and you don't see another line with it, then that means it is a positive screen. If you can hold it up to the light and see a faint line, that is still considered a negative. If it's bold, just has one line, that's going to tell you that it's positive. If we have a resident that is on MAT, so let's say they take Suboxone, if they take methadone, and that line tests positive, we still want to mark it on here. Yes, they tested positive for it, but then I usually will make a notation that they are on MAT, it is prescribed. The same would happen if they're on an opiate pain medication as well. So the next step after you do that, and you do want to make sure that the resident is with you when it's read, then you will mark on the screen the temperature, was it normal? The pH level, was that normal, abnormal? The oxidant and the specific gravity. Then you will do the negative and positive for whatever they tested positive. If it's negative, you just check the negative. And then the staff member that's conducting the screen will hit number 1. And then your second staff that verifies the screen will sign under the staff member 2. And that is how you do a screen.
Quick question. Does the staff member number 2 need to be present for all of this?
We would highly encourage that there are 2 staff in here. If it is at a point where it's just 1 staff that's here doing it, then we've had instances where either that staff is FaceTimed, somehow video timed, taken a picture and sent it to another staff, but all screens absolutely have to have a 2 staff verification on the actual screen.
Great. And then what do we do with the actual cup of urine after the screen is finished?
So after they are done and you've read the screen, you can just dump the urine into the toilet. And then I usually just put the cap back on. Gloves, obviously. We also have gloves in the drawer. And then just stick it back in here and throw it in the trash. Then when you're done with the forms, if it is like a form that they're getting billed, then we want to make a copy of it and make sure that we put that in the receipt file.
Great.
And then if they're on probation, DCS, whatever, if they need a copy of this like mailed or emailed to wherever, then we would do that as well.
Okay. If I am here with a resident and they do test positive for something, and clearly they have just failed a drug test, my first phone call is going to be to you?
Me or Tammy.
To you or to Tammy. Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.